Hello and welcome. Today we will be building these basic trees, the ones that you see before you. These are good learning trees so that you can start designing your own. Learn how to do these, you should be able to build most other trees. Hope you're having a wonderful, sublime, and majestic day. I hope you consider subscribing, and hope you learn something new. The first tree that we will be creating will be an evergreen tree, one of the main trees for a lot of builds. Though this design is extremely small, so depending on you to increase the size. First, we need to start off with a diagonal trunk, just barely leaning to the side. As you can see, it's really simple. Just put half of it to the side of the rest, just like I just shown you. After you have finished the trunk, you'll need to cover the trunk in spruce leaves. After you have finished that base layer of leaves, you'll need to start making some leaves off at a diagonal to the tree. Most of the leaves should not be placed on the tree. They should be only connected by 1 pixel, or 16 pixels as an alternative. Sort of like what I'm about to show you right here. So the one in front, off in the distance, is connected by 1 pixel. The one to the right is connected by 16. However, obviously, you should only have blocks connected by 1 pixel when they are transparent blocks. Having a block connected by 1 pixel makes it look like it is disconnected. But, you know, leaves are not attached to each other, so the effect is a good thing in this case, which can help us. Just keep adding leaves to the general shape, which in this case is a cone or triangle. That will also help. Just imagine a cone or a triangle and just do it around that shape, just roughly. On top of the tree, add another little diagonal branch to make it look thinner on top, sort of like this. Now the shape, I think the shape's, coming together now. I mean, slowly but surely it's coming together. Now, let's see. Though this tree may seem really simple, don't let it fool you. It takes quite a while to build. Even when I built this tree a lot, it still took me a few minutes to build. And if it's your first time making this tree, it should take about 10 minutes. At least, on average. But yeah, don't worry about that. You have all the time in the world. It took me about an hour to build all 3 of the trees that I'll be showing you how to do in this tutorial. So don't worry, you have all the time in the world. So now that the shape is finished, we need the texture. What's cool about texturing the leaves of a tree is it allows you to place more leaves without looking odd or too full, as well as to make it more appealing with brighter colors or darker colors. Just add in a few leaves randomly, really simply. Just add them in randomly. It's just, as I keep saying, randomly. It's not too difficult at all. Now I'll speed it up so we can skip to the finished tree. Remember, take your time. You'll become faster at building these things over time. Do not get in a hurry. It's completely fine. This is not exactly an oak tree, however, it teaches you the concepts behind creating an oak tree, and a few other trees. So pretty much, you just need to start creating the trunk at a diagonal. Though on this one, I do have it quite straight. Then I have the branches diagonal. Pretty much have a diagonal in there. That makes it look more realistic and just generally more fluid and better in general. If you're having trouble creating realistic looking trees, maybe look up a photo reference online. So now we need to start in on some leaves in a second. Leaves are pretty nice. You just have to create a circular outline and let's see. Yeah, like that. Oh, sorry, press the button. Definitely was not supposed to press that button. Anyways, supposed to create a circular outline and then do a outline on the top as well. Creating the outline on top and around will help you be able to create like a wireframe to give you a plan of what it's supposed to look like, so you can fill it in. If you have trouble wireframing or filling it in, a good channel to check out is either mine, and if you want to see content like that, how to fill in wireframing, then comment down below you want to see that. But if you need it right now, then you can watch Hypertell's tutorial, which I'll put a link to it in the end of the video, as well as you can check it out in my channel as well in the recommended videos. So now that we have created a nice spherical, circular leaves, we just have to add the fuzzy bits, well, after we smooth it out. But now we have to add the fuzzy bits, which is sort of like the things that we did on the previous tree to make it look more like a tree that is disconnected and each leaf is separate. This is probably one of my favorite methods. I mean, you do not have to do this, but this is probably one of my favorite methods. This added a nice sublime touch. Very simple. Very, very simple. Now we just added in some slabs, make it look like it's more connected and fluid, as well as I added in a few fences as well. You don't have to do that, I just did that because I wanted to. Though I didn't do it very well, unfortunately. So with the slabs, add that in because, you know, going for reals. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press the subscribe button. Let's start in on the palm tree. This is one of the first trees I learned how to do. The palm tree is not the easiest tree, but it is quite nice, and it makes your worlds look really good. It's not the hardest tree, I think, though. So first we need to do the trunk. So the trunk is sort of set at a diagonal. This diagonal is 2 forward, 1 over, 2 forward, 1 over, 2 forward, 1 over. Really easy, really nice. And it's also set at a curve, so it's diagonal and a curve at the same time. I did speak about this in my 3D line tutorial, however, that was not a very good tutorial. So the branches, in order to do the branches, well, I can't really explain how to do it without telling you how to do it block to block, but because the tree is at a diagonal, you have to consider the curve of the branches because it's at a diagonal, as well as gravity pulling them down, which is not the easiest thing to do, but it's also not very hard either. So just work at it until you get it around the shape that I have it here. Also put them off at a diagonal as well. So far, this is pretty easy. Just a few attempts, you'll be able to get it down. So now we just need to thicken up the trunk with some spruce slabs. That should help it out a lot in order to make it look nice and smooth and connected. If you're enjoying this video, then press the like button. And just tell me which one is your favorite tree, palm, oak, or evergreen. If you're really enjoying this content and you think I'm a smart cookie, then share this video with someone that you think will enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe as well. And if you feel good about yourself, then get yourself a cookie. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to plan a city as well. Hope you have a sublime and majestic day.